Hi guys, welcome back to Cernys Kids. We're going to do a virtual road trip to Rhode Island today.
All right, if you don't have it, cernysjourneys.com, and you can go print out a map. It's right on the home page. All right, guys, show me where Rhode Island is, because it's... Yeah, that's right.
Teeny teeny.
Teeny tiny, correct. So it is the smallest state in size
That's
in the U.S.
Tiny.
Exactly. You know, you could fit 400 Rhode Islands in the state of Alaska. Crazy, huh?
What?
Yeah.
Where's Alaska?
Right here. 400. How crazy
Wow.
is that? I know. So let me tell you a little bit about Rhode Island. It was one of the last original 13 colonies and became the 13th state to join the United States in 1790. And Rhode Island isn't really the official name of the state, funny enough. It's Rhode Island and the Providence Plantations.
What?
Is the technical name of the state.
What?
Yeah, I know. Kind of a crazy thing, because we always know it as Rhode Island. The capital and biggest city is Providence, and it is considered the ocean state. Borders are Massachusetts, Connecticut, and the Atlantic Ocean. So just a little bit of geography for it. It's 48 miles long and 37, so yeah, what's long? Long and 37 wide. So again, that's pretty small, huh?
That is.
Yep. So another cool thing that I found is in 1774, Rhode Island had the first circus in the United States. Kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. So let's go and talk about a few things about Rhode Island. The first I wanted to mention is Newport, Rhode Island. The Newport Mansions. So we've actually been there. Do you remember how big some of those mansions were?
No.
You don't? Oh, I should have shown you some good pictures so you'd remember. The funny thing is originally these mansions were considered cottages, and they were built as summer homes between the 1850s to early 1900s.
So they thought it was going to be a summer home,
Correct.
but it actually turned out as a mansion?
Yeah. So they were wealthy business tycoons from New York and Philadelphia who came to Newport and built these summer cottages. And some of the famous ones are Rose Cliff, the Elms, Rough Point, Marble House, and the Breakers. So the reason why I'm telling you this are they are absolutely phenomenal, and they are big and beautiful, and the Rhode Island or Newport has so many that you can go and check out. Currently, the Preservation Society of Newport County has a virtual tours link on their site, and if you go to it, oops, I'm trying to go to it. If you go to it, you can tour some of these. So some of the cool things you can tour, the Tiffany glass that is on exhibit at Rose Cliff, that home. You can go and do a tour of that, which I think is really cool. The Elms. Remember we were actually going room to room when we were looking at it? Remember we were going through it?
Mm-hmm.
So the Elms, which is a famous mansion, you can go and tour it. You can actually pretend that you're there and go from room to room to room to room. The Marble House also has it. The Hunter House. And then the Elms, they actually have a servant life tour. So you can actually pretend that you are a servant in old times and actually do a tour as from what they saw from their side of things. So we typically wouldn't see that piece of things. So I think it's kind of cool. All right, so we are going to talk about Peregrine Falcons. All right, so Jamin.
What's that?
Well, I'll tell you all about it. Jamin, tell me a little bit about it. Do you know? Because you just watched a little thing on Peregrine Falcons.
So they're one of the fastest birds in the world.
Yeah.
They're the fastest bird in the world.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. So we know a little bit about them because they're your daddy's favorite animal. He absolutely loves Peregrine Falcons. And so I guess I'll tell you a little bit about them. So they're actually considered, or their nickname is the duck hawk. and they are a bird of prey, as all falcons are. They're large crow size, so they're 13 to 23 inches, so probably about this big in body length. The males are always smaller than the females. And so their wingspan can be about 29 to 47 inches. So if we go big, well, what is it? That's about 29, and 47 is the length of the table, we'll just say. And so, but they end up being about 13 to 23 inches tall. So that's probably about the biggest one. They are identified by their blue-gray backs, and their they have like a white kind of underparts.
Stomach.
And they have a black head. Yeah, stomach, I guess. They normally eat birds. They will, however, prey on.
But they are a bird.
Right, but they're
So
bigger.
they eat themselves?
No, they don't eat. They eat smaller birds. So finches and cardinals and stuff like that.
Finches.
I know. You know, hey, they do. They have been known to eat ducks, and in fact, they actually have reported to eat a sandhill crane at one point. So they will come down.
As fast as they
Yep. So
could.
they typically, as they're diving for their prey, it's about 200 miles per hour. The fastest one ever recorded was 242 miles per hour. So that is quite fast. So why do I tell you all this stuff about peregrine falcons? I will tell you why. If you go to the Audubon Society of Rhode Island, they have it's called the Providence Peregrine Cam. And currently, if you look at it right now, I will tell you, there is a peregrine right there, and she is feeding her babies. It's a live webcam. So you can absolutely watch it, and it's really, really kind of cool. So definitely would tell you to check it out, learn some more about peregrines because they're cool, and watch the webcam.
I like the baby.
I know. Can you see the babies?
Yeah.
They typically have two to six babies, I believe, is what I read. So,
Yeah.
sorry, we're going to be stuck watching the webcam, or the live cam, because it's kind of cute. She's feeding her babies right now. Cool. All right, guys, I'll leave it. I'll leave it on too. After this, you can watch more, okay?
Okay.
So, the last place we're going to stop at is the Frosty Drew Observatory and Sky Theater. So, this place is really cool. I got sucked in pretty quickly. So it is obviously in this observatory. They love astronomy. They love the stars and the solar system and comets and constellations and all things space in the sky. So here's what I wanted to tell you about is they have stargazing nights at the observatory. And because most of us are under stay-at-home orders, they do have a live stream of it. So from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time, they're on Eastern time, on Fridays, they do have a live stream on their YouTube channel.
So
and
it's
you can go.
probably on right now.
No, it'll be on tonight. PM.
Oh, tonight.
Yeah, I mean, obviously during the daylight, you can't look up and see the constellations and the moons and all that other stuff. So I also tell you this because if you go on their website, the education that they have available and photos that they have available is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. So we're definitely going to do this because we kind of like that stuff. But not only do we like it, I think it's really cool to see. We actually have been on a trip before where we've been on the beach and they've had a giant telescope where we were able to look up and see Saturn in the rings. So I thought it was pretty cool.
I remember that too.
Do you? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if we were there, we would definitely be doing this because it's very, very cool. Some other things wanted to mention. The Automobile Museum, they have a Shelby Magic YouTube video, which is kind of neat. Providence Tourism Board on there, they have some coloring pages where you can print the coloring pages and have your kids draw. Rogers Williams Park Zoo has virtual zoo school, so you can go on there and do that. The Ramosa, which is the Rhode Island Museum of Science and Art, they have a ton of home activities. So those are definitely some to follow. I will tell you, I will put some links below in the description on some places where you can find some resources. So definitely make sure that you do so. All right, guys, we have done and toured the smallest state in the U.S. What'd you think?
Good. Fun.
Good stuff. All right, what are we doing tonight? Are we stargazing?
Yeah.
All right, we're stargazing tonight. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching.
Bye, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Thumbs up.
Bye.
Bye.